I'm like super late to the party here, okay? And hope you didn't panic sell and dump all your coin. Not yet, okay? I don't think so. So this is why Bitcoin dropped. Bitcoin dropped because there is a futures trading a futures traded fund for Bitcoin on BitMEX and the Chicago Mercantile Exchange and whatnot, and it actually had like probably the largest amount of long positions. What does all that mean? Okay, so there's a place where you could go online where you could place a bet to whether or not Bitcoin is going to go up or down. Okay, if you're betting that it's going to go up, you have a long position, and if you're betting that it's going to go down, you have a short position. And if it moves in your direction, you win, and if it doesn't, then your position gets liquidated, right? Like the bet you placed is lost. Now people on these exchanges are betting also with leverage, right? Like, they're betting with 100x leverage, 20x leverage and whatnot. And so the amount of money that is being, placed on these exchanges, it's a lot. So there was like a ridiculous amount. I don't know what the entire number was. I think it was like $4 billion worth of positions long on Bitcoin were placed. And every Friday is when these contracts for these positions expire. On the perpetual future side for BitMEX, they don't really expire, but if the position moves, then it moves, you lose. You know what I mean? And so what's it called? If you're a whale and you have a ton of Bitcoin and you see all these people betting long, right? I mean, at $4 billion, what is that? Like 20 Bitcoin is in $1 million right now. And so, you'd have to have, and there's 1,000 millions in $1 billion. So 20,000 Bitcoin, you know what I mean? If you sold 20,000 Bitcoin in order to tank the market, you know what I mean? Which would cost you $1 billion, theoretically, you probably, if you bet, 200 mil, 300 mil on the futures, right? Then you're looking at, especially at 20x leverage or 100x leverage, like it's worth it. It's worth losing the 20,000 Bitcoin to tank the price. You know what I mean? And then, you had that short position on there, to trigger when you dump the price, and you dump it, from 58, 57,000, and you dump it all the way down to 43, 44, 42, even 45. Now you're coming in and swooping Bitcoin at cheaper prices and more Bitcoin than you had before. It's a win-win scenario. So that's what happened, right? And that's every Friday you can expect pretty much, as long as people are betting long, right, on Bitcoin futures, and there's charts where you can track it. A whale is probably going to come in and tank the price. So we say Friday dump, Sunday, or Friday pump, Sunday dump, or Friday dump, Sunday pump. Either way, right? Depending on what the long and short positions are. So that's what happened. Now, am I scared? Not really. What I'm looking for is not, a collaborated sell, for the futures contracts. But what I'm looking for is big pockets, big wallets of Bitcoin, institutional money, institutional money saying, hey, you know what? I'm out. I'm done with this Bitcoin thing. And then moving their money to exchanges in order to sell. You see that happening, you see a lot of that happening. Boom, it's probably going to be time, my friend. It's probably going to be time. And could happen tomorrow. Could happen next week. This is crypto, baby. A bear market, all right, in my head, right, I think always in big macro terms, right? That's why I don't get shook out, and sometimes I have, but I don't typically get shook out on positions, especially like this year, like not sugaring out at all, no matter what the price did, because I'm thinking big macro cycles, right? And so I'm looking for telltale signs that on the macro trend, we're going to dump, all right? I'm not seeing that just now. I'm not seeing that. You know what I mean? I'm seeing people acquiring more Bitcoin. I'm seeing big institutions picking up more Bitcoin. It's going to be tough for an institution to justify selling Bitcoin right now that they've already bought when they have cash reserves and they're accumulating cash reserves, because what they don't want to do is keep it as cash. The inflation rate is just too high for, you know, anybody basically to consider getting rid of this hard money, this uber hard money, in favor of, you know, keeping fiat money. It's just, it doesn't make any sense, right? And so something drastic would have to happen in terms of the monetary policy of the US government, or, you know, maybe like Bitcoin gets hacked and this asset is no longer as secure as we thought it was, etc., right? You know, black swan event type stuff. And then people might, institutions might consider selling their Bitcoin. You know, a lot of people are new to the market and they're fixated only on price. And, you know, if you're used to playing stocks and commodities and whatnot, and, you know, a 10% move is big to you, you know, 15% move in a day is big to you, that in your mind, because you're used to these other markets and their movements, in your mind, you're thinking, wow, this is a dump. Like, this is a dumpster fire. I need to get out of here. You know, you're going to lose. You're not going to make it. Sorry. Okay. So it's not good for you. Okay. If you don't understand the cycles that you're in right now, if you don't understand, you know, the market you're in and how volatile it actually is, you know, and playing that accordingly and throwing away, you know, the margins of movement that you're typically used to, you're not going to make it if you don't do that. Okay. So I highly advise anybody who's, you know, really, who's not used to this market, like, do your research. Okay. This thing could move 20% in a day, up or down, down then up then down. You know what I mean? It's like that, man. It's like that. It's crypto. You cannot have massive gains. Terra, dude, I'm almost up 20x on Terra in, like, it's December now, in like 10 months. 2,000% gains. You know what I'm saying? Amidst the dumpster fire. You know what I mean? Even DOT. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. I'm up like, I was at DOT's previous price before the crash, I was up like 3-4x. You know what I mean? SHIB, 57x on SHIB. You know what I mean? Where are you getting this? Where are you getting this anywhere? Anywhere. You know what I mean? You're not getting it, dude. You know what I'm saying? I did 400% on Sol, not Solana, but Phantasm in like a month or a month and a half, something like that, bro. You're not getting this nowhere, bro. You're not getting it nowhere. So you can't have big gains like that without the possibility and probability and likelihood and, you know, normalcy of dumps. It happens. And you gotta learn when you need to dump your position and when you need to hodl. All right? Don't be so shook on price, man. Look, I have a video, I think it's like 2 or 3 videos ago. I did a video about how don't focus on price, man. Like, I don't come on here and talk about price the whole time, bro. I'm talking about like the elements of the market. I'm talking about fundamentals. I'm talking about things that make you understand and us understand, or at least have us assess together whether or not something has value. Okay? Now, right now, bruh, I'm only buying 2 coins. I'm not buying no other coin. I got plenty of other coins. I'm only buying 2 coins. Okay? Ecomi, which its symbol is OMI. Okay? Ecomi, or MetaHero. That's it. Not buying nothing else. These are metaverse play tokens. Okay? This is not play to earn, but I'm just saying, like, this is like the metaverse game token type stuff that we're getting into now. And I think they're gonna do very well. It's just me personally. I just think they're gonna do very well. I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm not not financial advice. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not gifted with the gift of prophecy. You know, I can kind of piece together what's going to happen based on what's happening now. But, you know, I don't know, you know, and with that being said, I think Ecomi, which is a platform and a token that is licensed to produce NFTs for Marvel, Disney, you know, DC, Pokemon, you name it, everything. Okay. And then, you know, you have MetaHero, which is creating digital recreations of 3D objects in the real world, whether they scan it or, you know, they do, you know, 3D pictures using a Matterport for buildings and whatnot, but they make real world objects into the metaverse. And that could be people, it could be animals, you know, it applies to a lot of different kinds of stuff. And yeah, man, this I think it's gonna do well. I think it's gonna do well. We haven't seen really the metaverse stuff, you know, play out so hard yet. That's coming. It's coming like how DeFi is here right now. You know what I mean? It's coming like that. Yeah, man. Do your own research. Not financial advice. I'm just a random guy on the internet. Don't listen to me. You know what I mean? And like, seriously, don't listen to me. You could hear what I say and, you know, decide for yourself what you want to do, right? Like, based on whether or not the information I give you is accurate. You know what I'm saying? But that's my 2 cents, man. That's my advice. Love you. Be safe. All right, peace.